Hi, I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. I'm the head coach for JobSearchCoachingHQ.com. Here's a question for today. How do I find out why my job application has been rejected? It goes on to describe, and I'm going to paraphrase this. I've sent out over 100 job applications to various positions across my field, and 90% of them have been rejected. The other 10%, I never hear from again, even after following up. For most of those applications, I would be a perfectly viable candidate, but I get no indication why I got rejected. Now, the person then goes back and talks about what Career Services told them. Career Services knows nothing. They have never filled a job in their life. They give pablum advice, but I digress. So, basically, what's the issue here? How can he find out? How can she find out why their application has been rejected? Well, I'm going to answer the question for them because really there are only a couple of reasons why an application is rejected. Number one is they saw better resumes. What made them a better resume? Let me get to number two in a second. But understand that when you see a job ad, perhaps that ad was online already for a month and they're deep into the hiring process. So you just got to it late. Number two is you got it on the first day the job was posted and they've just been inundated and they've chosen better fitting resumes or better fitting candidates for these roles. Number three is you did nothing to tailor your resume to demonstrate how you fit the job. Now, the more likely alternative is the second one, that they saw better resumes. Here's why I say that. Understand, for a student resume, and I'm going to get to you experienced people so you don't think this is just for students. It's true of you as well. For the student, well, what does your resume say? Well, it says you've had a couple of internships and that you went to this school and got these grades and took these classes. Man, that's boring. So unless your internships are spectacular, and some people's internships I'm sure were, they're ahead of you online, or maybe you went to the mediocre school. We have no idea what your background is. Now, for experienced people, I'll simply say that why you don't hear from anyone is number three. Number three is you did nothing to demonstrate your fit for the role. And that's the mistake experienced people make. Students, you see, have been given a load of crap by Career Services about how wonderful their school is, how great a job it does in preparing people for graduation, and they're lying. They know nothing about whether they're well prepared. The next time that they go out and talk to a business about how their academic program matches up with that business's needs will be the first time. So I'll simply say that for students, the problem is that your background isn't as wonderful as you've been led to believe. For experienced people, you have to tailor your resume to demonstrate a fit. And that's the biggest reason why you're not hearing anything. Your resume is awful vis-a-vis that job. And as I've said before, the broken watch is right twice a day. And yes, you will get some interviews. Like in the example of this student, he gets 10 interviews out of 100. Why doesn't he get 100 out of 100? Who knows? But for you, you keep sending that same resume over and over again. And if my inbox is any indicator, a lot of you are sending out a little more than spam. So I want to encourage you, tailor your resume to demonstrate your fit. And as a student, I want you to go into detail about the glowing program that you went to, how wonderful it was, what you learned there, and try to find something in your background that will distinguish it from the other 1,000 resumes that they're going to be receiving. And it's not just the appearance, but it's the content as well. Hope you found this helpful and have a great day. Take care.